So first of all, I want to thank you for being a role model, not only to my son, but to so many.
Hey, thank you.
I mean, everything that your resilience, your athleticism, your musician, your businessman. It's just so great that boys, my son's 16, Calvin,
Of course.
that he has someone like you to look up to. So thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's funny. When I was younger, I just stumbled upon, and it was really cool at the time, obviously, but to be friends with Tony Hawk, somebody who was a family man. He was going through all the things in life that I was just about to go through, with success and the notoriety and those things. And it was such an amazing thing to have him in my life as a role model at that point. So if I could do that for others, that's pretty great.
Yeah, no, I think it's really cool. And then,
Thank you.
3 golds, my God, and you brought it in. Thank
3.
you. This thing is heavy and so cool.
It's heavy.
And after you won that, first of all, I was astonished at the fact that you were Instagramming up until the moment you were going down the mountain.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we felt like we were with you.
Yeah.
How are you able to do that and then do all the things you do in the air?
I wish I could take all the credit. Honestly, I had a friend of mine. His name's Toby Miller. He's a young up-and-coming snowboarder, and he was actually trying to make the team. And when he didn't make the team, I was like, look, you're a great friend. You've been such a part of the team this whole way. I say team as my coach, Toby, physical therapist, all these people helping me, to achieve this goal. And I'm like, you know what? You didn't make the team, but like, I'm getting you a ticket anyways. Come out, like, come do my social media. Help me do, all this fun stuff around the Olympics, and you'll get a taste of what it's like. So when you go next time, you'll be more prepared. And so he came out with me, 17 years old. He actually turned 18 while we were out in Korea, but he's at the top of the pipe. He's like, tell us what's going on. I was like, all right, I'm in first place so far. Second run's coming up. I'll see you at the bottom. And like, but it was so great because, the friends and family, people that weren't there were able to really kind of get a glimpse of what was going on and how I was feeling and what I was getting ready to do.
I know, I was glued. I mean, I was watching you on TV, but I had, of course, my device too. And I'm like, this is really cool. You really brought us into your experience.
I saved the text messages she sent us that night.
God.
We have a
I was
group
going.
chat.
Oh, yeah.
It's a really quick and short and sweet. It says, are you guys watching this? OMG, Shaun White, he's a machine.
I love it.
It's just so beautiful. It's like it was just poetry in the air.
Thank you so much. Yeah, my family's like, why do you do this to us? The last run, you wait till the last run. My mom's like, I can't take it anymore. I can't do it. Yeah. Like, she doesn't watch. She's like, buried in my dad's arms. Like, she won't watch the run. And then, she's like, did he do okay? Like,
I don't blame her. Like, as a mother,
but,
and then seeing what you went through in Australia with the 62 stitches.
Yeah, New Zealand. Yeah, it was crazy, So honestly, that's where all the emotions came from. Honestly, I was at home after the last Olympics, pretty devastated, and perform the way I would have liked to, and I'm rebuilding myself back up, getting into the sport again. I found the passion and the drive to really go for that next Olympics, and I'm making my way, and then boom, I get injured. I'm in the hospital. 62 stitches in my face. I had pulmonary lung contusions, like these big bruises in my lungs, so my lungs were bleeding. It was like this awful scenario, and I'm like, wow, I have to take a look and go, do I really want this, and how badly, and what am I willing to do to achieve this goal of mine? And so to get back on the snow again, and then to actually go and do that same trick that put me in the hospital in order to win the Olympics in that run, and so I get to the bottom. Everybody knew how badly I'd wanted this, and the face is healing up, all these things I went through, and it just was all worth it, I see no sign of stitches. Yeah, I got a little something, but
your perfection.
It's coming back. I'm so thankful. The doctors down there did an amazing job, so I was really fortunate.
Yeah, were you airlifted?
I was, yeah. I basically, I'm having the best day ever. It's sunny. They're playing like classic rock at the half pipe.
I watched the video, right?
And I'm like, you know what? I had been lacing this one trick. I was doing it every single try, and I'm like, I'm going to switch walls, and I. Not that I got greedy, but I just really wanted to do this combination, the one I did at the Olympics, and I'd been teeing it up. I was like ready to do it, and I do this first attempt, and boom, I hit the top, I bounce to the bottom, and I'm just like instantly drenched. And I look around, it's just blood pouring from my face, and then my coach runs up to me, and he's just like, he won't look at me, so I knew something was up. He was like looking at the wall. He's like, I'm like, how bad is it? And he's like,
geez.
He's like, we're kind of we're gonna figure it out. So, like, he just kept talking about everything else. So at least it's sunny, you know. And so, anyways, it was
bad.
You know, but to be honest, it was out of all the injuries, it was just the most visually jarring. You know, the recovery time wasn't too terrible. And I felt fortunate in that way, is that it was more of like a, you know, injury I could bounce back from. And, and continue on my goal. Because gosh, if I would have been really injured and had to have like something reattached, you know, something repaired, then that takes a lot longer, and I would have been really, I think, put out of competing at the Olympics. I wouldn't have been able to do it.
Well, you're definitely the highlight of the Olympics. I was like, okay, he's won. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Come on home. We got this Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we also saw you on your Instagram with Miley.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So are you guys musically friends, just neighbors, or just friends?
Yeah, just friends. You know, it's funny. I bumped into her when I was younger, and she was, you know, Hannah Montana, I think, at that point.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And she's gone through her whole thing, and over the years we've become friends. And my girlfriend's good friends with her, so she came over and they had a night out, and she came back. She's like, I want to see the medal.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, cool. And so, but she's great. And then I have a home in Malibu, so I see them from time to time out there.
That is so cool.
You know, last time, Shaun, you were on the phone with us, Ellen K asked you a question, and I think now that we're getting closer, I think it's probably time to ask it again to see how serious it might be. And look, I know you're coming off the high of winning this.
Yeah.
Ellen K said, Shaun White, skateboarding, Olympic sport, are you in?
Oh,
and you said,
man.
yes, I am. You said yes.
Yeah. I actually went skated yesterday.
How'd it feel?
I don't rest. I just keep going.
Yeah.
It felt great.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's like, it was a lot colder here than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to be in a t-shirt. And then boom, I get home, it's freezing. But I love skateboarding. The fact that it's in the Olympics is so awesome. And talk about, it's like motivation at this point. Like, what's going to drive me to like want to compete and doing something I've never done before. You know, like going for another Olympic winter medal would be, you know, it'd be a challenge. I'd have to find this angle and want to do it again, you know, which I'm definitely, it's on the table.
Yeah.
I think I'll probably attempt the Chinese games. It's right after Tokyo. Look at me, I'm already planning.
Yeah, you're already planning.
Stuff, you know,
like you haven't thought of this at all.
But yeah, so you know, the cool part was like, I don't have to work out. At least I'm already like really strong.
Right.
Like, you know, I'm already like a leg up in the game here. But you know, I'm just as passionate about skateboarding as other things in my life. And even when I'm not competing in skating, I'm still doing it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it wouldn't be like an unnatural thing to go skate. So qualifiers are 2019. It's about 9 to 10 months away. So I got some work to do, but I'm definitely thinking
I'm hearing
I want to
yes.
do it. Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing.
No pressure.
I don't know. I'm not in your head right now, but that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay, so Aaron Style, congrats on another Aaron Style. They keep getting bigger and better.
Mm-hmm.
And what I love about Aaron Style is it attracts so many different types of people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm at Aaron Style last year. In fact, you had just landed from
Korea.
Yes.
We were doing the Olympic test event. I flew in, I got there that day and just did like the whole whirlwind of the event.
And so everyone's like, Shaun White's over here. He's signing T-shirts, right? So we're walking over. I'm with my husband. And I walk by this girl. We're the only people in the whole field because everyone's at a stage where they're where you are.
Yeah.
And this girl, all of a sudden, I feel something in my hair. We just brushed by each other. And I went, what? It was a lollipop that got stuck in my hair. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. And she's like all the way down the field, and she turns around at the same time I do. And I go, lollipop? And she goes, lollipop. She comes back. We meet each other. We became great friends. Her name is Destiny. I'm like, Destiny Malibu. I was like, oh, okay, this is what happens at Aaron Style.
Yeah.
So, you know, you're walking around, you're having different experiences.
You never know what's going to happen.
I made a new friend thanks to you.
Okay, cool.
But tell us about this year.
My experience was a little different.
Uh-huh.
No, I mean, it's so great. Like you said, it's our 4th year, so we're getting better and better at putting this on, you know. And I'm really excited about this year because we're switching it up. Normally we're doing this giant ramp, and it was cool. And trust me, I want to do it again at some point. But third year, we got to do something bigger and better. And we're doing this new rail setup. So different set of riders, different feature. But this one's great because you can be extremely close to it.
Right.
So like you're going to feel the riders whooshing by you, and it's really incredible to watch. So I'm excited about people checking that out for the first time. And then we have this huge skate park being built. And so we're going to have a whole skateboarding competition, which we've never done before.
Oh, that's
so
a
that's
great
really
idea.
awesome. And same, you can stand pretty much like in the mix while the guys are skating. And then obviously huge music acts. We got Fantagram, Gucci Mane, we got Zed, we got
Gucci Mane.
Phoenix, a bunch of amazing bands coming through. So I'm pumped. It's just like the best time.
What, will you call Miley?
Yeah, she's probably going to cruise through. The last time I get this call over the walkie-talkies or whatever, and they're like, Miley Cyrus is here. We got to figure out where to park her party bus.
Oh,
she pulled up. She pulled up with all her friends in this big bus, and we were like, all right, park her next to J. Cole's trailer. We're like, just park her, just bring her in, just let her in, you know. But she's great, you know, bunch of amazing friends from, and that's what's cool about this city. You know, you get some really cool people.
Yeah, I know. Like
through.
Are you taking it around the country, around the world again?
It is, yeah. So we're actually launching in Sydney, Australia, which is so exciting. I love Sydney. It's such a great place to be. In general, and so now that we're doing the event there, it's really growing. People are really seeing what we're doing, and you know, we're getting that awesome response. So now we're actually extending the event and growing.
There's not enough of Shaun White for everyone.
I know,
but he's making enough Shaun White for everyone.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm trying my best.
And thank you for the tickets. We're going to be giving them away. I know people are rabid for these. I always know when it's coming around. You know, we start getting the calls. Hey, when are you guys starting Aaron Style giveaways? Because they know you're going to come by and give it to them. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
We're also, before we let you go, we're thinking about all the Olympic food. What
of course
fuels you? I know your team just started laughing. Like, do you eat differently during the Olympics? What powers you?
You know, honestly, I feel fortunate that I traveled so much as a kid that like I eat every type of food. So whenever I'm in a different country, I'm not like, oh, I can't eat the food here. I really just kind of dig in.
Yeah.
But we lucked out. Right next to the hotel that we were staying at the Olympics was this like world-renowned sort of Korean steak, like barbecue restaurant.
Oh,
we went there every day. It was awesome. I got to know the family that runs the place. And they're like, oh, we got your table set up in the back. And like, it was awesome. So actually people from Seoul drive all the way up just to go to this restaurant. So we really lucked out with that. But honestly, the food over there was so amazing that we didn't really have to change our diets too much. But, you know, and that's why I went for the Olympic test event, as we wanted to like get it all mapped out. How far is it to walk to the venue? How hard is it going to be to get food, groceries, things like that? And, you know, I even had like a mattress flown in. So that I could get consistent sleep every night. Yeah, those Casper mattresses. They come in a box.
Yes, and then
boom, fold it out, and it's like, and I have one at home, so I was able to just like, you know, sleep. You forget that like a good night's rest, and you're gonna be like raring to go the next day. So it felt like home. Yeah, it was great.
Right.
It was
That's
great.
very cool.
Yeah,
you thought of everything.
I try. Yeah, they're like, really, mattresses? I'm like, yeah. Sorry.
Right now,
like,
you hold that metal up and you go,
sorry.
I said mattress.
Tell me about it. Yeah. Good night. I'll see you later.
Will you keep your three babies together, or will your three medals be kind of like strategically placed? Do you lock them up in a vault?
I pulled the others out because we're going to probably do some photos and take them on a little media tour.
Yeah.
But and it's so cool to see, you know, it brings back memories. You see that first medal and the second, and but they usually stay in a safe because I don't know where.
Where would you put him?
Somewhere.
But to go from 2006 to 2010, 2018, that's like you're superhuman.
Yeah, well, just I don't know. I think that's what I say has been my greatest accomplishment in the sport. It's not like one victory, but honestly, staying on top of a sport that's ever changing with new athletes and new tricks, and the pipes are getting bigger and the things are getting so much more difficult, and to like maintain this certain level of success, you know, that's really been amazing for me. Even so much that the coach that's working with me, I used to compete with him.
Oh,
He beat me out going to the Olympics when I was 15. He was the last guy to drop in, and he put me into second place, took my spot, and went, or his spot, you know. But in my mind,
it was your spot.
He bumped me in, and I ended up not going to that Olympics. And now, full circle, he's my coach for this Olympics. So it's amazing to see like how long I've really been doing it.
Yeah,
you know, he's like, you're the last of the Mohicans. You're doing it for us. I love it. You know, and it takes on a new meaning for me. I'm like, yes, that's right. Like I don't know. I feel more passion for it. Yeah.
Was he the one when you guys were hugging at the bottom? They still had you mic'd.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He had the big beard.
Yeah.
He had the beard going.
It was really cool.
Really sweet.
It didn't seem like you guys said much, but you could tell. You could feel the.
Yeah.
We could all feel you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Nothing to say at that point. Just
Right.
Just enjoy. So.
Wow. Well, thank you,
awesome.
Shaun.
Yeah,
Why?
thank you.